Hello there. Here we go now. We're going to be finishing up Chapter 2, talking about parallel and perpendicular lines. Now you should believe that if two lines are parallel, they're going to have the same slope. So parallel lines will have the same slope. What's not really obvious is what the relationship is with perpendicular lines. So we'll look at a case of that. But the important thing right now is parallel lines will have the same slope. So let's look at two lines which are perpendicular. So what I've done here is I've sketched a line pretty roughly. And if you check it out, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, it looks like the slope of this line is 2. So let's try to draw a line which is perpendicular to that. So that's a pretty rough sketch, but if you check it out, here's the point, and I go down 1 and right 2, or up 1 and left 2. And so it looks pretty clear that the slope of this line is minus a half. So that's not really a proof, but what it suggests is that if two lines are perpendicular, the slopes are negative reciprocals. In other words, if the slope is 2, then the negative reciprocal is minus 1 over 2. If the slope is minus 1 over 2, then the negative reciprocal is plus 2 over 1. And so this right here is the important information about what it means if two lines are perpendicular, slopes of negative reciprocals. And those are the two pieces of information you need to know about parallel lines and perpendicular lines. So let's look at this example. What we're looking for is the slope of any line which is parallel to 3x minus 5y equals 12. So what we really need to know is what is the slope of this line, and the way we do that is put it into slope-intercept form. So the first thing we'll do is subtract 3x and then divide by negative 5 equals a y. So we get 3/5 x minus 12 over 5. Remember, this is the slope, so the slope of any line parallel to that is just 3/5. The slope of a line perpendicular will be minus 5/3, the negative reciprocal. Okay, so this problem is a little bit more interesting, so make sure you read it and understand what's being asked. And as before, we need to get the slope of this line, so we need to put it into y equals mx plus b form. And I won't go through that for you right now, but you should figure out that the slope of this line is equal to 2/3. So you should do that work on the side to be sure you can do it. But now what I have is a point and a slope. So the answer to the question is y minus minus 1 is equal to slope times x minus 2. Get it? So what if the question was, instead of being parallel to this line, it was perpendicular to this line? Well, the work is the same, and it's just going to be y minus minus 1 is equal to, okay, if it's perpendicular, then this is going to be minus 3 over 2, the negative reciprocal, times x minus 2. And it really is that simple. And we stop here. We don't have to do anything more. This answer is perfectly fine.